Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Heavyweight Commentary proudly brings to you the podcast champions of the world. It's my main man, Mr. Br33zy. And I'm your boy, Big K-Dawg Br33zy. And we are
the Heavyweight Commentary. Man, Big K-Dawg. Wow. We back, and there is a lot to talk about.
Yeah, there's some things.
Yeah, apparently there's a special guest, we'll say. Mm-hmm. One who has been behind the scenes and hotly anticipated, but when the reveal happened, not so much. Of course, I'm talking about Pat McAfee.
That's your boy.
Yo, you know I've been vocal about not having to have Pat McAfee on WWE programming at all. No disrespect to Pat. It's just the fact that I never liked that he was hijacking segments during entrances, during matches, during interviews, vignettes, you name it. Pat McAfee's voice is all up on the mic, and I'm like, bruh, this isn't your time. Somebody should give you a cue to say, Pat, shut up and let the angle play out. Then you talk when it's your time for commentary. I never liked that about him. Now, other than that, I think he's got a great podcast. I think Pat has his place. If there ever was overstepping, Pat definitely overstepped on this one.
Was it Pat, though?
Now, you already know. You already know. I'm sure he's under contract. They said, Pat, you got to show up and do the deed.
I think it's deeper than that, though.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, because the rumor mill is that it was Ari Emanuel, who is his agent, who is also the president of TKO Enterprises.
Wow.
And he said that Pat needs to be the voice that the person that Randy's talking to.
I heard the name thrown around, but I guess I didn't connect the dots.
Yeah, apparently his vision is to make Pat like the new Sylvester Stallone.
Again, I heard this, and I think honestly, I was doing something. I was listening to my man, shout out to James Romero, in the background, and so I heard Sylvester Stallone, I heard Pat McAfee, and I didn't connect the dots at all.
Yeah,
because it's just so far flung,
far fetched.
That too. Yeah, you're just like, huh? What is Sylvester Stallone come into play in pro wrestling?
Well, I think he just wants to make him as popular as Sylvester Stallone.
What? I mean, this is not like Hulk Hogan playing Thunder Lips and what was it, Rocky III?
Yeah, that was hilarious, by the way.
This is what are we on right now? What kind of time are we on?
We're on Vader time.
It may be. I'm just wondering on what planet in the multiverse does somebody think Pat McAfee being the reveal, calling Randy Orton and counseling with the 14-time world champ, the youngest world champ ever.
Nope.
Not him? That's what they've been announcing. Mm-hmm. I thought it was wrong, but they've been announcing him as that, and so I kind of retracted. I said, maybe I'm wrong.
Big Show was younger than him.
Really?
Yeah. But I think Big Show was in WCW.
Ah, got you. See, I thought Jack Swagger was the youngest originally. But again, I digress. I don't know because they like to do revisionist history, especially when there's a big angle.
Well, Big Show was on Chris Van Vliet, and Chris Van Vliet brought that up.
Ooh, touche. Yeah.
Now, whether or not there's truth to that, it's whether or not you believe Chris Van Vliet. But
got love for CVV, man. I rock with CVV.
Paul White, a.k.a. Big Show, was like, Well, yeah, I just don't. It don't bother me, you know.
Yeah, legit. Man, I can't understand them doing this. They're really, they're playing an angle, and it's insulting. And Pat McAfee says some of the most off-the-wall stuff. Like, the Attitude Era fan is sick of seeing what they're seeing on the screen, and then he does the whole, 5'5" versus 5'5", 45-minute Iron Man match. And it's like, I know what he's alluding to, but it just came out bad. It was like an illustration that was, yeah, I get what you're saying, but that's not happening.
It is, though.
I would agree with you that it's there's a form of that taking place, but like what he described was
he's been sensational for sure.
Yeah,
but we've said it before. There's no big men in WWE right now. They're all 195 pounds, 200 pounds, 5'8", 5'9". There's nobody that's. I mean, Damian Priest is like 6. I think he's like 6'2", 6'3", somewhere in there.
Sure.
There's no big guys anymore.
It ain't happening.
I mean, the two big guys you have now are Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's 6'3".
Yeah.
And I think Obafemi might be 6'4".
Wow.
6'5". They're very similar.
It ain't. Yeah, you're right. Ain't too many. And we talked about this. It's funny because some of the stuff Pat said I resonated with. I'm like, I get you, Pat.
I mean, they have literally Omos that they don't use because it would be stupid to put Omos in a match against Dominic Mysterio.
There's hardly anybody on the card who can stand up to him. That's why Omos and Brock made sense as an attraction.
Yeah.
But who's going to stand to Omos? But I'm like, I tried to feel him. I was like, Pat, I think you're going somewhere. And just poorly executed.
Well, I think it was poorly executed because you hated the messenger.
To be honest with you, I like the message, and I agree with you. I'm not a huge fan of Pat. I would have liked if Pat McAfee on his own had came out and said that, and maybe it was a heel promo for a one-off match. Pat McAfee versus insert name. I just don't like him being involved with this angle. And I don't think it's necessary at all.
Well, you have to look at what WWE is doing.
Come on.
They are trying to put as many modern, quote-unquote, celebrities in this show as they can. Any way they can. I mean, for God's sakes, we have ISHO Speed in a match.
You knew they were pushing for it. They were trying to get Speed.
It's so stupid. What it does is it makes the real wrestlers less legitimate. It makes them look like clowns because if this clown, which Speed is 100% a clown, if this clown can come in and be somewhat presentable, it degrades all the work that all these people have done their whole lives to be wrestlers. And then you have, no offense, but Jelly Roll actually put in work. He lost over 100 pounds.
Yeah.
He was there. They said he asked how to like clean up, and he was in there scrubbing the mat with a scrub brush by himself. He said, "No, I'll do it."
Legit.
Everybody does it. He said, "No, I'll do it. You guys go. I'll do this."
Legit. Respect.
Yeah. So, but Little Yachty, what the is Little Yachty doing there? And he gonna be on. Hey man, I've been watching wrestling every Monday and Friday. Dog, you ain't never watched wrestling in your life.
Even if you're a fan, the thing is, it doesn't help your case. You are a fan. It's like, okay, in that case, me and Breezy and Big K-Dawg are going for the tag team titles next week on Raw.
Yeah, it's just I don't want to see that. There's so many matches that I could book better than that. And I know what they're trying to do, which they're trying to fill in. They're bringing these pop culture people in so that they can fill in the seats that they're charging too much that people ain't buying. It's a 1 week before the main show.
Legit.
Happens next weekend.
Legit.
They are about half or a little less than half of capacity in ticket sales.
And then Pat McAfee calls that out, and I'm like, that's not a flex. That's not a flex.
Well, no, it is, because he called out, and Cody did the same thing.
Yeah.
Cody called out Ari Emanuel.
Sure.
Because of Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
But the ticket prices are, again, like we said, they're trying to make it into the UFC where it's all celebrities down front.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the cool thing to do, that when wrestling's in town, the really rich people come out and sit in the front row and watch wrestling. And the people who supported their product can't afford to go to it anymore.
It's whack. It's whack.
It's, and the funny part about all this is, on the flip side, AEW is like, look at these clowns. Look at what they're doing.
Yeah.
And there's something that was brought up today that I didn't even think about, that MJF brought it up in an interview. What is like the average age of the top star in WWE?
Ooh. Yeah, it's not good.
They're all in their upper 30s or low 40s.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Look at AEW. They're all in their upper 20s, low 30s.
Legit.
They still are striving to be good.
Legit.
And you got all these guys who are, CM Punk's, 127 years old?
Just about.
He's close to 50, right?
Yeah, he's hurting, man.
And to think that he wants to stay around, it's like, dude, you suck. You're not the best in the world anymore. You might be the best in the world at talking on a mic in WWE, but you're not the best in the world overall.
Well, if they want to book, a senior class, literally, cool. If you want to book a Legends Championship division, cool. Okay, do your thing. But at some point, we have to acknowledge this is where we're at. CM Punk is posting workouts. He's on the Smith machine. He's doing these different things. And I'm like, I would expect you to be on the Smith machine. You're not flexing on anybody.
Yeah.
I would expect you to be doing assisted things, whatever. He's doing his shoulder presses. But not for nothing, the weights are about as thick as my wallet. And again, I'm not hating on the brother per se. He's in great shape for his age. But you have to add that caveat. For his age. Yeah. And there's multiple guys you have to say that about in WWE. Roman Reigns is up there too now.
Oh, yeah, all of them are. Cody's up there. Roman's up there. They're all old.
Yeah. For wrestling, it is what it is.
Not for nothing. How long have the Usos been in WWE?
Yeah, they were young boys.
But they're not anymore.
And you got guys, obviously, you can tell they're compensating. I'm not saying they can't give you a great show. It's just that they're a step slower.
Why is Rey Mysterio still wrestling?
I say that every match. And these are people that I love and appreciate what they've given to the business. But in a couple of years.
Stop giving it to the business.
Hey, for real. In a couple of years, it will pass them by. And that's just time. Time is undefeated.
Well, what's going to happen is they're going to end up being like Ric Flair, where they're going to get forced out. And they're going to get told, we don't want you here anymore.
And that's ugly. That's ugly. But WWE is kind of teeter-tottered with a youth movement. It's, hey, we're going to push young guys and young girls. Hey, let's go. And then they've fallen back and said, no, especially WrestleMania time, let's bring in X big name. Legend.
In all honesty, I'm glad Chris Jericho didn't come to the WWE.
He knew he made the right choice, man.
Oh, yeah.
Totally knew that. Shout out to Jericho for that, man. Much love to Jericho. Let me ask you this, Big K-Dawg. Do you think Cody was really, truly pissed off? Or how much of that was a work and how much of it was shoot?
I'm going to have to side with your boy Stevie on this one.
Yeah.
in that I think he had some points that he wanted to say, but he was allowed to create instead of him having to memorize things that they wanted him to say, which is why some of his promos feel so bland. You can tell that he's recreating talk points that they want him to have.
Mm-hmm.
Where this one, I feel like it was just bullet points.
Yeah.
And they was like, here, go at it. So it felt more real.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, looking back, The Rock was like the first person that they allowed to say whatever they want. Like they just said, all you got to do is, again, bullet points.
Yeah.
You need to hit this, this, and this.
Yeah. Get it over.
And then he could go out and do what he needed to do, where others were given scripts and said, here, you got to say these. This is what you got to say. So I said all that to say, I think there was some realism in there, but I think the realism was the fact that he wasn't reading memorized lines.
Yeah.
He was hitting bullet points and allowed to create on the fly as opposed to just reciting stuff.
Legit. I love, of course, him saying, Pat McAfee, you're going to get a receipt. Because the interesting part is receipt is not necessarily a public term per se. It's not a broadcasted term. If you know, you know. But it's more of a work term. Well, I'm sorry. It's more of a shoot term, excuse me. Right? It's like, hey, you know what? You're a little stiff there. You're going to get you a receipt. So I'm curious if Pat may have went overboard with that punt to the family jewels. And Cody's like, hey, I owe you a receipt. If I was Pat, I'd be concerned.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's just a dumb.
It's just, they added Stephanie McMahon.
Hated it.
They introduced the phone call, which we're all like, this could be really cool. And then they blow that. Randy Orton snaps, and of course he kind of goes back to 2009 Randy Orton or what have you. And we're like, okay, that's a really believable Randy Orton to go into Mania.
What if it would have been Batista on the phone?
Yo. I hope they salvage this. I hope.
They're not going to. I'm telling you,
It
they are
won't.
stuck.
It won't.
You see the WrestleMania matches.
Uh-huh.
This is what we're getting.
And you know what? I don't.
Rey Mysterio just came out and joined the multi-man match for the Intercontinental Championship. Why? Why? Are you that hard up for money, man?
You know what though? I think it's because whenever they book a ladder match, you can pretty much name the participants.
Rey's never been in a ladder match.
Has he really never?
I'm pretty sure that's what they said.
Unless you count Money in the Bank,
Yeah.
because he was on that one where he was
No, was it Rey?
unalived.
Yeah. He was thrown off the roof of the building.
Oh yeah.
As far as this is onto a crash pad. No, he's been. I'm trying to think who else is in that match.
Let me see. I got
Penta's never been in a ladder match. I think maybe I said it backwards. I think Rey might be the only one who has been in a regular.
Oh, got you. Yes. Got you. Oh, man. But, like I said, whenever you have a ladder match, you can guess the participants. You already know who's, depending upon what time of year it is, depending upon, who's in that mid-card, you can guess who they're going to book.
It's going to be all the flippies.
Oh, exactly. They just got to they're trying to round out the card and put that on there and make a spectacle, as it were.
Yeah.
So it'll be a fun match to watch. It'll be cool.
You have the card pulled up there?
Yeah.
You should go down.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so dang, there we go. Okay, of course we got Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar.
And this is night one, right?
This is, you know what? I think from WWE's listing, they just kind of put it together. So I'm not sure
Well,
what
they have the match cards, like who's going to be what out now.
Night 1, night 2. Let me double check there. Because I had WWE.com pulled up. I thought they said who was on Sunday and who was on Saturday. There we go. Okay. All right. Saturday match card. There we go. Okay. So if we're going by Saturday's match card, the Undisputed WWE Championship match, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton with Pat McAfee. Oh, my gosh. I really hope they can just get Pat McAfee stretchered out early and let these guys really have a legit match. Women's World Championship match, Stephanie Foucault versus Liv. Hematoma, Potato Head Morgan.
That is hilarious, by the way. Did you see the clip where that happened?
That's
You
nasty.
hear them heads go.
That's nasty. Ugh.
I don't know, man. I feel like they're going to make Liv win the title again.
I think that's where we're headed, and it's going to be by hook or by crook. She's going to get it done.
Yeah, they're going to cheat.
Oh, yeah. Seth Rollins versus Gunther.
Don't care. Stupid match.
It's not even a grudge match. It's just a match.
Mm-hmm.
Women's Intercontinental Championship match, your favorites. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch.
Who? Why is this a WrestleMania match?
It's a three-peat at this point.
Yeah.
It's a three-peat. And so this is the final.
It's the final countdown.
But what's interesting to me is I don't think that there's a stipulation on this match. I would think that there would be a cage.
The stipulation should be it's a lights out match because nobody wants to watch that terrible pile of garbage.
Oh, that is great.
Both of the, no offense, but both of those women should retire and give way to girls who need the opportunity. There's too much talent that is sitting around doing nothing to have these two old dinosaurs in there. And Nikki Bella can kiss my big hairy behind talking about, oh, it wouldn't be the same if it was men. I've been saying the old guys should retire on the men's side too, honey. You're old. Nobody wants to see you anymore. You're not relevant. This ain't the early 2000s. No one cares. No one really even knows who you are.
That's the challenging part. Yeah, it's not about females, males. It's about every legend, if you will, has their place, and it always comes down to legends coming back and saying the same thing. I want to help build these young talent, get these young talent over.
Well, build them in the performance center. I don't need to see you. If you are in the Hall of Fame, I don't want to see you in the ring. Because the Hall of Fame is for when you retire. If you have a Hall of Fame ring, I don't want to see you in the ring. If you want to give back to the talent and teach the new people how to do, teach them in the performance center. Go meet them where they are. Rent out a local ring and work with them there. I do not need to see old dinosaurs in the ring. I don't care. I would rather the product suffer on the back of youth than I would see it be mediocre dog shit with all these old people standing out front. Because it's boring. I mean, right now, WWE is like a lukewarm bowl of milk that you feed a little kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, come get your saucer. Lukewarm crap sucks. Again, I would rather go through the growing pains of watching these youth get out here and try and fail and do something, trying to do something cool, than to watch these old dinosaurs 2 minutes into the ring with their faces red as a dadgum beet because you can't catch your breath, you old fart. Get out of the ring.
Oh, gosh. Oh, man.
I'm just saying, people, today, the guy at work was begging me to play softball. No, I'm retired. No one wants to see me out there sucking. I don't want to play anymore because I know the game has passed me by. I don't. Why would I take the spot of some young kid who's still coming up that wants to play?
That's aggressive.
Let the young kids play. Let them grow and learn how to play the game. I told them I'd go out and practice and hit softballs and practice.
Sure.
But I'm not playing in a game.
And that's respect, because at some point we all know where we're at. We all know, look, man, I'm not going to hit my second win. I'm not going to get my stride and advance. I'm going to go but so far to stay fit. And like WWE, a lot of these guys are fit. Okay, cool. You got a good quality of life. You're maintaining your health. So the ladies come back, look amazing. Nikki Bella looks amazing. And okay, I get that you can wrestle, but I firmly agree with you, Big K-Dawg. If you're not doing the favors, I don't think you should be getting TV time.
Okay,
and
let's look at it like this.
Yeah.
We have Nikki Bella in the match.
Yeah.
And we have Kiana James watching.
Wow. That's sobering. Wow.
What are we doing?
That is sobering when you put it that way.
What are we doing?
Dang. Ouch.
You got Julia, who is the most underused talent, and you're force feeding us freaking Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. You got one of the best international wrestlers there is in female talent. You got Asuka. It's not even in WrestleMania. Io Sky. Their match, I don't think their match is on the card. Io Sky versus Asuka.
No, sir.
It's probably going to be on SmackDown the night before.
No, sir.
Why? Why would you not have that match and get rid of the stupid Charlotte Flair match? No one cares.
Because they're the cool kids. They're the cool kids. And it's sad because you and I both know, just because you want to posit yourself as the cool kids doesn't make you cool.
No, you're lame.
Exactly, because you know how the cool kids, standing around thinking they're so cool.
Well, the difference between cool kids and kids that think they're cool is the cool kids don't have to try to act like they're cool to be cool.
But that's the WWE that we're watching today. Is they would rather try to rather
it's
pander.
manufactured.
Yeah, they're pandering to popular culture to say we're cool and we're relevant. That's why you have a Lil Yachty. The average wrestling fan doesn't know, but I guarantee you there's an 11-year-old kid that's absolutely just beside himself over Lil Yachty. Got nothing to do with wrestling, but he's going to go to middle school and tell everybody that he saw Lil Yachty. That's what they're doing. They're pandering to that.
Yeah, it's stupid.
So they're wanting to be relevant and be cool. And the coolest thing about the Attitude Era, not just saying Attitude Era, but in general, when WWE was at its peak, it was uncool. In popular culture, it was uncool. But it was one of the coolest things because it had a following of people who were like, dude, I don't care.
Yeah, but how many kids went around middle school doing this to each other?
Oh, exactly. And the kids who didn't know ended up doing it just because they weren't in the know.
Right.
That's how something really catches fire. And that's what's lost. The organic nature of a Suck It or Austin 316.
So I just whooped your ass.
Yeah. The organic nature of, hey, what is that? Dude, what are you doing? Why are you making that gesture? And then, oh my gosh, now your football team is doing it when they score a touchdown. Now it's cool.
Right.
It's not rocket science. Okay. WWE Women's Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way match. Nia Jackson, Lash Legends holding the champions now. Okay.
Tell me.
I know where you're going.
In what world would any of those girls even come close to those two broads that got the belts?
You mean Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss?
5 Feet of Fury is going to take on Lash Legend. Lash Legend caught Otis in the air.
That was freakish.
Caught him.
Freakish.
And you're going to tell me 5 Feet of Fury is going to do something to that woman.
Bayley and Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra still don't know where she's supposed to be in the ring.
But tell you what, though, shout out to whoever that the photographer was that caught Lyra and them Daisy Dukes because, hey, not for nothing, she set the internet on fire with that. But I digress. The Bella Twins.
Retire already. Again, please.
To your point.
It was bad enough we got Nikki back. Now we got freaking Brie back, too.
Hey.
And no offense, but she was the worst of the two.
That money talk, brother.
Go back home and do your Birdie Bee stuff.
Nah, brother, that money was talking.
I don't care. I don't want to see it.
That money said, "Brie, come back."
I don't want to see it.
To your point, nobody poses a credible threat.
No. Because, listen, it's like the Big Show theory, right?
Yeah.
You know, they said, you know, what is Big Show life in real life? The people said he's freakish. If he got pissed off, there wouldn't be anything anyone could do about it. And you, not for nothing, but you got one Big Show in Nia Jax, the female version of Big Show, and you got another girl who's damn near like The Undertaker. How are they supposed to lose?
The best thing they can do, I believe the best thing WWE can do, if they're smart, is make these girls retire that whole division. Nobody can beat them. They retire the women's tag team championships altogether and kill the division because we don't really need it.
Well, there's nobody that's really tag teamed.
We don't need it. That's exactly. You're hodgepodging and making it work. Now you have the women's Intercontinental. Now you have the women's U.S. titles. It used to fill some kind of void, which it never really did, but it was supposed to. Just kill it.
It's literally like they put the roster in a hat and they draw out and they're going to, all right, Charlotte Flair, you're going to be tagged with Alexa Bliss. All right.
Yeah.
Look again. Bayley.
Yes.
Who are you going to be tagged? Lyra Valkyria.
And then it makes it so bad most of them didn't dress alike, and they finally got the memo. Maybe if you're a tag team, you should wear the same colors at least.
The only women's tag team out there right now really is Asuka and Kairi Sane.
For real. And shout out to Kabuki Warriors because they really did hone that and own that. I love it. But that's where AEW, again, does shine in contrast because they literally built that division and they have credible tag teams that go together and even our factions, and it makes sense.
Yep.
But, yeah, that match don't make sense. Okay, we got unsanctioned match. Oh, wait, this is great. There's a little kind of footnote here. 2 matches featured in the first hour on ESPN2. Why do you need to tell us that? Interesting. Are you trying to say they will be uninterrupted? It's a PLE? I hope they are. Okay, Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match.
Are they going to have a referee?
Ooh. WWE paints himself into a corner with this stuff.
How they know who wins if it's an unsanctioned match?
And if it's not sanctioned, why do you have to pin your opponent to the count of 3?
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I understand unsanctioned, but then even it is what it is. That's always been a kind of a weird thing. All right, 6-man tag team match: Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and I Show Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight.
Can we just have Braun Breaker come back and spear I Show Speed again? Supposedly, he's close to being medically cleared.
You know, man, that would be
test
wild.
his ability on that.
You know what would be interesting? If they book a storyline where Speed claims he's faster than Braun Breaker. And ultimately, Braun ends up, like, destroying him. But Speed, he gets away from Braun. He finds himself always evading Braun. And he's like, I'm faster than you. And he taunts him.
You know what I hate about this?
What's that?
The whole fact that you're coming up with a storyline that has Speed in it.
You know what's sad?
You're booking a storyline for I Show Speed.
I am. But, and you know what's sad? He's not going to go away. WWE's not going to not use him. It's sad. You're right. I'm pathetic for thinking of it. But WWE's going to use him.
I can't.
Because this is the age of the influencer. And y'all, go back in the archives, guys. The prophecy has been fulfilled. The stuff people are talking about now, Big K-Dawg, we were saying this months ago. We were foretelling you. Okay, go back and look. It's on record. We were foretelling in our earlier episodes that the Logan Pauls of the world, the I Show Speeds of the world, okay, all your influencers out there, whoever it may be, WWE is going in this direction. They want to be a media company, and they want to get the likes and clicks and hearts and highlights. That's what they want. They want stories. Reels.
Yep.
It is what it is. We got the
I
world.
said all that to say that I hope I Show Speed loses.
Yes. Big time. World Heavyweight Championship match. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns.
I'll say it before, I'll say it again. If this is not a one-side demolition of a talent, then you're wasting my life.
I want to see AJ Lee come out and beg Roman Reigns on her hands and knees to stop beating her husband to a bloody pulp. I want to see Roman Reigns' wife and kids shrieking in horror. His own wife crying tears, pleading with him. And AJ yelling, pleading, screaming, jumping in the ring. His own wife just about jumping the guardrail, and security holding his wife back. Roman, stop. The kids, Daddy, no. That's what I want to see.
I want to see CM Punk crap his depends and get carried out of it.
He really should. And you know, he can thumbs up on a stretcher. Cool. I love the idea of him fighting a valiant fight and giving it his all. But he's got to go out bad. And then Roman victorious with the Ula Fala holding up that championship that they had to make because he basically took away every other option.
Yeah, he was belt collector before Mercedes Moné was.
Facts. WWE Women's Championship match, Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley.
This should be a good match.
It should.
You know, I'm going to go with the unpopular opinion here because I've said it before. I'll say it again. I am going to ride or die with my hometown girl.
I'm with you.
Jade is from my hometown. Shout out Vero Beach, Florida.
Hey.
I'm going to continue to ride or die with Jade Cargill. The lows of the world can say that she's terrible and she hurts people and she does whatever. The Hurt Business made a whole faction out of that.
She hurts people.
Yeah, like, I don't care. She hurts people because they suck.
I like Jade. I like what she's doing with her new. I mean, I call them baddies because that's what her old gimmick was. I don't know what they're called now, but we'll just say baddies. I like the new baddies, and I like that she's giving airtime to these girls who are pretty good. Mi Chen has been out there for a long time. B-Fab, okay, you know, B-Fab got the size. She's got the look. B-Fab could be a mid-card player, no problem. I like it. And with that alone, if you have that numbers advantage and you're booking it that way, Jade alone should win, period. But the faction has to win. The Demon Finn Balor, this is WWE.com now, is saying the Demon Finn Balor will show up versus Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, yeah, he's advertised on the posters.
Let's go. Finn Balor. Demon's got to take it. U.S. champ Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. You think Trick's going to pull a trick on this one? I'm just doing off the rip.
I would rather watch a 3-day
Let him
marathon
cook.
of My Little Pony
What?
than I would watch this.
Wow. No.
It is going to be so one-sided that it is going to be terrible. Because Trick Williams cannot keep up with Sami Zayn in the ring. Trick Williams is not on Sami's level. He has no business being in the ring in that capacity with Sami Zayn.
Wow.
I'm not saying he's not good.
Wow.
I'm just saying he's wrestling ability. He's not there yet.
Oh, indeed.
Charisma, sure.
Sure. I agree.
The guy's got charisma. There's nothing you can argue with that. But in-ring ability, he's still in elementary school. And Sami Zayn is in master's degree.
You're not lying about that. Now, I will firmly agree with you on that. I think that's kind of the matchup they're trying to play, is to say he's a young, he's white hot, he's ready to go, and then Sami Zayn is the elder statesman and the elder journeyman, if you will. But Sami's got skills. That's interesting.
It's one of those matches that I know they're going to do it stupidly.
Yeah.
Like, you look at the match card and you're like, this is going to be a dumb match.
Trick's going to take it. He's probably going to cheat somehow.
Here's the thing. If you were to give an analogy of how these two match up, right? In life, you have things that go together.
Sure.
You have an electrical cord and electrical socket.
Uh-huh.
They go together.
Yeah.
They fit. This is like having a brick in a blender. They don't go together.
Oh.
Do they bump into each other and cause some weird something? Yes. But they're not made for each other.
Might make for interesting content, putting a brick in a blender. But
it's not what it's designed for.
absolutely.
And these two, and I get that you can't always have a match against somebody that wrestles your style.
Sure.
But it's the lack of ability that is the issue. And again, I said earlier that I would rather suffer through this, but I don't want to suffer through it at the expense of a guy who deserves a shot. And that guy is Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn deserves a shot at the big titles. He really does. He deserves to be in the main event picture in some way, shape, or form.
Could this be their way of pushing Sami Zayn out of that into that next level?
You know, here I was thinking about this while you were talking about this earlier. Do you want to know the storyline that they should do?
What's that?
I'm going to tell you right now. Record this and remember that I said this. Roman should beat CM Punk.
Yes.
Sami Zayn should fight Roman for the title.
Okay.
Honorary Uso versus the Tribal Chief.
Yes.
And Sami should win.
Wow. I'm not too mad at that.
And the dichotomy of it is Jay can't get involved because he loves Sami.
I like that. Jay and Jimmy got love for him.
And
I like
and
that.
Jay keeps Jimmy from helping Roman because Jay loves Sammy as a friend and a brother,
I like that.
which effectively renders the Usos useless.
I like that. I'm not mad. I'm not too mad at that.
Just saying.
I'm not too mad at
That's
that.
what they should do.
Yeah, because when you think of credible threats to Roman Reigns, assuming he's World Heavyweight Champion, I like the idea of getting a Sami Zayn in the picture, getting him back in the fold in that storyline. Not mad at it. Not mad.
Because you got the payback arc from when they kicked him out of the bloodline.
Yes.
But then remember, they needed him,
Yes.
and they invited him back when they needed him for War Games?
Yes.
Oh, so you need me, huh?
Huh.
You need me, do you? Just saying, Doug.
It'd be interesting.
Trips, I know you guys are sucking at creative right now. Holla at your boys.
Yes. Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. I know
If Oba doesn't win, we riot.
they just really, man, they made a catch-22 with this one. They really did. I have no doubt that Brock is willing to do the favors. I have no doubt. To make a WrestleMania moment, Oba should win. Or they should just destroy whatever around the ring. Destroy the ring. They should bust the ring down and have a draw.
Do they? Here's how they should book.
Yeah.
This one. Oba should destroy Brock, and then Brock should have a match against Gunther to end his career.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead, Gunther. Call out Brock.
I think, God, Brock Lesnar, you will be retired, and I will tap you out like a little bitch.
Just saying. Just saying.
That's great.
Just saying.
Oh, that's funny. Intercontinental Championship ladder match. Penta versus Javon Evans versus Dragon Lee versus J.D. McDonough versus Rusev versus Rey Mysterio.
Why is Rusev in this match, and why is Rey Mysterio?
This is going to be a spot fest like nobody's business. What I don't want to see is the young OG get hurt.
Yeah.
I really don't want to see, because I know he's going to go all out. And like Brock Lesnar said years ago when he hit that shooting star press where he landed on his face, he said somebody in the back pushed him and said, hey, do it, kid. It's your WrestleMania moment. This will be great. I hope Javon Evans doesn't come under that pressure and find himself in that spot.
What?
Hey, yo. That's crazy. That's crazy. Come under pressure, pause. That's wild. Oh, my gosh. I know I found myself in that spot plenty of times.
How much did that cost you?
Under pressure. I was trying to sing. Do. It happens. Happens to the best of us, man.
Now you've got AEW Dynasty.
Yes, most definitely. Dynasty's coming up. Very excited for this one. Match card for this one. Let's flip the match card here. And we've got, from the bottom to the top.
So wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah,
this is a one-night pay-per-view, right?
One night. Bro, from the bottom, Alex Windsor versus Marina Shafir. I'm shocked it's on the pre-show.
So I like the angle of Will Ospreay, and I forget what they were calling him.
United Empire.
Yeah, the United Empire versus the Death Riders.
Oh, my gosh, dude. It was – last night was insane.
Yeah.
Shout out to what's that kid's name? Why am I blanking on it? Not Daniel Martinez. Daniel, what's his name? We know what the kid is. Whew. He got hit hard on that table. Table doesn't crack. Then Francesco dives on him, thinking, okay, surely this is going to crack the table. Still didn't crack. My man had to have been hurt.
Yeah.
Great match, though. Love that match. Man. Alex Winter comes out, of course.
Yeah.
Wow. Alexander versus Marine Shafir. Shocked that it's on the pre-show, but it's still going to be a great card. Kazuchika Okada and Konosuke Takeshita versus the Young Bucks in a tag team match. Playa?
I love the angle that they're playing with this. I really do.
Yes.
They got to work together so that they can fight later.
Yes. I really thought Okada wasn't going to shake Takeshita's hand and he was going to flip him off.
But I like the way he did it. He goes, I'm Michael Jordan.
Yeah. You Scottie Pippen. Like, no. Two Japanese guys saying that. Something is hilarious about that.
Yeah. It was great. I like that segment.
Chris Jericho versus Ricochet.
Don't care. I did think it was great that he brought back out the list.
Yeah.
But I really don't want to see this match.
Don't need to see it. I don't. Because Lionheart Chris Jericho, I know he's in great shape. I don't think we're going to get Lionheart Chris Jericho. I want if Lionheart Chris Jericho came back from time and said, let's go Ricochet, I'd be all in for it. That's not what we're getting.
No. We're getting post-learning tree Jericho.
Yeah. Darby Allin versus Andrade El Idolo. If Allin wins, he earns a world title shot.
Yeah, because there's a bounty on his head from MJF.
Oh, that's right.
MJF put a bounty out for Darby Allin, and Don Callis accepted it, and that's why they're having this match.
Put money on the boy head, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. It's going to be a great match, hands down.
Oh, yeah.
I just cringe because I know every time I see Darby, I'm like, man, this dude's days are numbered. It's going to be that one time, that one bad fall.
He definitely does some crazy stuff, man.
One bad fall, man. And you're going to expect him to get up, and he's not getting up. Oh, man. I'm nervous about that one. Casino Gauntlet match for the vacant TNT Championship. Tommaso Ciampa will be the number one entry.
Yep.
Man, I hate that championship's vacant, man. I hate that our boy
Kyle Fletcher got hurt.
I'm standing on business, man. The best young up-and-coming talent today. He's my money's on Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah, who's the future of the business?
Absolutely. I hate that.
There's a great name to call him the Protostar.
Yes. We shall see, man. We shall see. Will Tommaso Ciampa reign supreme?
Here's the thing. If he beats the first person that comes out, it's over.
It's a wrap. I'd love to see that.
I would love to see when they're getting in the ring, he, like, while they're walking out, when the camera's not on him, he pulls the knee pad down. And when they step in to get in the ring, he does that running knee and clocks him in the side of the head, rolls him up, stacks him up. 1, 2, 3, it's over.
I would love it. I'm
champ. And then he holds it like Goldie, like he does.
Yeah.
Like he used to hold the NXT title.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm so tight, but pats himself on the back.
Yeah. I'm with it. Jon Moxley versus Will Ospreay for the AEW Continental Championship.
Going to be a great match. Here's the example of where opposing styles will work good.
Yes.
Because shout out to Mox. Mox could people give him a lot of flack because all he does is bleeding up. But Mox could have a match with a broomstick and it would look good.
Dude, Mox is the real deal.
Everybody wants to say everything. He was one of the better ones of the Shield.
Yeah.
He was neck and neck with Seth Rollins. I think they just didn't give him the opportunities that they gave Seth Rollins.
Well, they wanted to push the lunatic fringe so hard that they didn't just allow him to do his thing. And he even said, I fell out of love with wrestling, And when he went to Japan and started, doing catch as catch can and Greco-Roman and going back to his roots and being like, all right, I'm a wrestler, my man got in the best shape of his life. He's now crushing it. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. Tekla versus Jamie Hayter for the AEW Women's World Championship.
I'm not really invested in this one.
Yeah.
I don't really care either way.
I got to say, man, I like Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor. I like the Brawling Birds doing their thing. Jamie Hayter was on fire a couple years ago, and she just never really caught back where she was. The stuff she was doing with Saraya and Toni Storm and Ruby Soho, a.k.a. Ruby Riott, was brilliant. And she just really hasn't got back there yet. That's tough. It happens. You get injured, and, man, things can change. FTR versus Cope and Christian.
Surprisingly, your boy can walk now.
Yeah.
It's a miracle.
Yo.
It's an April miracle.
Did you hear Cope Christian's promo on Dynamite?
No, not yet.
Oh, my gosh. My man tells FTR, I paid your moms both to visit. Because he said, you need a father figure. He says, when I say paid him a visit, I mean I banged your mom. I'm like, Chris, this is his best work to date.
Oh, yeah.
Love this guy, man. And then he tells Stokely, I'm going to pay your mom a visit after I'm the champ. Oh, my gosh. Brilliant. Brilliant. Well, the AEW Men's World Championship, as Hangman Page would say, MJF versus Kenny Omega.
Is this the last match?
Last match.
This match is worth the $49.99 you're going to pay to watch that pay-per-view.
Ooh.
Just to watch that match.
Ooh. You're not lying.
All the other stuff is just a bonus.
Sure.
I don't even begin to know who's going to win, but I would almost bet money that that's going to be match of the night.
Talk about booking feuds. And we've been talking about this past few weeks. AEW has been pushing this feud with MJF and Kenny Omega, the god of professional wrestling versus the devil. All of it has got me invested. Not just the promos, the overall story.
Oh, because you mean it wasn't like this?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
You bumped into me. We're going to fight at WrestleMania.
No,
Now we're feuding. WrestleMania.
Well, think of the long-term storytelling. MJF and Kenny Omega.
WrestleMania.
It's on. I'll see you at Mania.
WrestleMania.
MJF, Kenny Omega. Doggone Chris Jericho. Well, not Chris Jericho. Moxley versus Ospreay.
Mm-hmm.
Darby Allin versus Andre El Idolo.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What's the over or under on how many girls he's going to take selfies with in the ring?
Oh,
man,
ring? That's great. I say at least 3. But the fact that you have at least these matches on the card that have been booked, that have been storylines have been churning, you're like, okay, I'm invested. And guess what? They're going to sell tickets and they're going to sell pay-per-views.
Yeah.
WWE's still been trying to push ESPN, which nobody wants to buy.
It sucks that I'm going to have to watch WrestleMania on my phone.
Oh, no.
Because I'm going to have to use a VPN to watch it on Netflix in another country.
I got to get you to side. Well, you don't want to spend. I'm sure you want to be on VR that whole time. But I work with you on that. Side load the VR. Yeah. Dang. Crazy. Shot to Surfshark, y'all. Surfshark puts you in the game.
Yeah, it's dumb, man.
Unbelievable.
I know. Let's make the most convoluted system for our fans to watch our product.
When we had a
So
product,
on Monday night, you're going to have to pay a subscription to go watch that show over there.
Mm-hmm.
On Tuesday, you're going to have cable so you can watch that show over there.
Mm-hmm.
On Friday, you're going to have a different set of cable so that you can watch that show over there.
Uh-huh.
Some of our pay-per-views are going to be on this pay service that you're going to have a subscription to. And some of them are going to be on that pay service over there that you're going to have two subscriptions to.
Bro, it's subscription fatigue is what it is. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, dude, just your regular shows you watch. You're like, that's on this is on that, this is on this. You're already getting fatigued. But then WWE, to your point, is doing it just with their programming alone. And you're like, dang, man, I'm subscribed to at least 4 or 5 different things. I should be able to watch it.
You're going to have Netflix, Peacock, some form of cable.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to have ESPN and Disney because you have to have a Disney thing to get ESPN.
You do. It's all part of a package. Pause. Wow. WWE says you want it, you got to take the package.
Here's what I got to say. Suck it.
Oh, my gosh. Crazy stuff, man. Well, one thing's for sure. We're on the road to WrestleMania. We're just about there. We got a lot of potholes in the road. And the AEW Dynasty is going to cook. And it's brilliant.
Sunday night, y'all. Sunday night.
Brilliant, bro. The week before Mania, because you know all week, guess what we're going to be talking about? Guess what's going to be the comparison? That's a problem.
One night's match card is going to be better than two. The same amount of matches are going to happen on one night as compared to 2 nights with WWE.
Dang, you're right. And it's going to be wrestling.
Yeah. It's going to be 90% wrestling and 10% story time instead of 90% story time and 10% wrestling.
Don't forget Slim Jim. Don't forget every other thing else that they're going to try to push. Video packages that we don't need. Entrances.
What kind of food is R-Truth going to have in the back?
Oh, my gosh. DoorDash.
Shout out to Morgan & Morgan for having a commercial about a giveaway that you can win. Mm-hmm. And when you log on, it says the giveaway's open, but they're still advertising the commercial for the sweepstakes. Good job, guys.
Hey, for the people.
I was like, cool. You can win a trip to WrestleMania. Log in. This contest is over. But
you already know.
But you're advertising it.
You know how they do, and you already know they ain't giving nothing away for Mania.
So I logged on that junk while I was at work, so they get my work IP in, not mine.
That's not bad. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, suck it.
With all that being said, Big K-Dawg, closing thoughts.
Old people should make way for the young people. It's just a fact of life. Step out of the way. If you want to help be a teacher, we don't need you in the ring.
Amen.
Pay the $50 to watch AEW. You won't be mad that you spent the money.
Wow, good.
Eat clean, work out, and get healthy.
That being said, AEW Dynasty, shout out to AEW. Definitely get that, guys. A lot of you have been saying, oh, I don't watch AEW. Is it any good? Should I start watching? Look, we're not tribalist over here. We're just telling you, if you are a wrestling fan and you are disgruntled with the goings-on of...
or lack thereof.
There you go. The mass media TKO-driven stories, you got an option, all right? With that, y'all, love, peace, and chicken grease.
Stay heavy.
Stay